The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newy Scruggs.
Players Lounge in the house.
Yep.
It is the Players, Danny McCray, Barry Church, Heckma Harrison's here. I'm Newy Scruggs. Cowboys looking to go 2-0 for the first time in the Mike McCarthy era. Does that surprise you at all? He's never won a first regular game in the regular season. He finally did that. As they dismantled the New York Giants. Now here come the New York Jets into town, and a chance for McCarthy to be a coach that is 2-0.
Starting off fast. That's what you love to see.
Told y'all, get y'all some y'all had y'all Kool-Aid too early. They got a new recipe to it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had the Kool-Aid in 20. Yeah, 2020, we had the Kool-Aid.
It's less red 40 in there. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff that can make you sick. You know what I'm saying? It's the good Kool-Aid.
That ain't even real Kool-Aid.
Just the right amount of sugar. You know what I'm saying?
That's the light.
I'm still scarred though, a little bit.
They had half a cup of sugar in there. And they put 2 packets. It tastes like water.
Not the water down.
Sugar-free. And you had sugar-free. That's why. This Kool-Aid over here, is right. You seen House Party?
He put a thick Gregory in there.
What a
So I believe in Big Mike, and I believe in Dan Quinn, and this game is going to be just that, okay? Dan Quinn versus Saleh, and Saleh versus Mike McCarthy, okay? There's a lot on Saleh's plate.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to be able to – it's too much on his plate.
Don't forget about Nathaniel Hackett.
It's too much on his plate. I didn't forget about nobody. The last time I saw Nathaniel Hackett out there in Denver, had my homeboy Ramon Chignon. He was out there with Nathaniel Hackett. Lasted one season. Now he out here with this new revamped offensive line. He must be doing something right.
Must be doing
Nathaniel
something right.
Hackett. I think his offense only might work for one guy. That's Aaron Rodgers. It ain't the boat. I'll tell you that much. It's not the boat.
Nathaniel Hackett.
But I don't know. We'll see what Wilson got, man. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a massacre, man. But this will be a test for this offense, though, this Dallas Cowboys offense. It'll be a test because that defense out there, they got some dogs, man, on each level. Each level of the defense, they got some dogs. So this will be a real test.
The running game, they're going to test us with the running game, too.
You already know. Both of them backs.
Buckle your chin strap.
That's one of them games?
Yeah, one of them right there.
95 shoulder pads or shoulder pads up here?
Put that neck roll. One of them.
The thing that
Cowboy?
The linebacker got 12, 13 tackles. That is that type of game.
The thing that worries me, but, both teams have great defenses, and Robert Saleh has a lot of that Vic Fangio to him. He has a lot of Dan Quinn to him, too. And just based off of personnel and the way he mixes up his coverages, I think that's going to be the interesting thing about this matchup. I'm going to go back to a group that had a bad game last week, and that's the tight end room. The tight end room has got to come up big in this game. They got to be able to dominate the middle of the field, and I think that'll open up everything else. But I think Mike is going to stick to his guns, the running game. You have to. You have to. And if Tony Pollard comes out of this 14, 15 carries, maybe 20, get up to 20 this week, and Rico Dowdle can get splash plays in there as well, that's going to continue the continued drives. But y'all know the real matchup y'all want to see.
What's that?
CeeDee and Sauce.
Oh, that's going to be it, man.
CeeDee and Sauce, because at what point does CeeDee have that I am a number one wide receiver moment? Like in the NFL, like complete domination, because we know when you get to the playoffs, you're going to have to go up against a guy Sauce's caliber. And we saw what they did last year when I think about CeeDee, he did have Cooper. Rush was the first time. And just the Eagles matchup is what I'm talking about. Okay. The Eagles didn't respect it. It wasn't no safety over the top. It was straight man. And so in situations like that where Robert Saleh is going to mix in the same thing, can CeeDee get an advantage in his matchup against Sauce? Well,
let me tell you something. I seen that they said Sauce, they don't flip sides.
Oh, yeah, they play right left.
So he going to get some Cooks, and he going to get some CeeDee. And my feeling on Cooks is it's going to be a battle. It's going to make CeeDee a lot better, but I think it's going to push both of their numbers up. I think that Cooks is going to see CeeDee doing some stuff, and Cooks has always been the man, okay? And CeeDee has been the man since he's been here. He stepped into his own last year where he had one of his best seasons, and now he got Cooks coming in. He's not trying to get that up. So I think you're gonna see a lot of competitive stuff going on. But that Jets secondary had a hell of a game. So it ain't just they went crazy.
Josh Allen helped them.
No, but they made the plays now.
Yeah, for sure.
They made the plays now.
Because even when Sauce and Diggs did their thing, but Reed and Diggs did their thing too. They was going back and forth. It wasn't like it wasn't like Reed was just getting ate up over there too. It's gonna be a heck of a match.
Wait 1 second, because I want to ask you a question about the tight end room. Yeah. Okay. Do you still feel the same that Ferguson? You said Ferguson was going to be starting this.
Yes.
You still feel the same? You don't think Schoon is going to get up in there? Because they drafted him in the second round. And if I'm drafting a guy in the second round and I see what happened out there in the previous game with the drops, I don't know about the blocking assignments and how I went out there, but I know the stuff that was spotlighted to where you say those should have been big plays. Mm-hmm. It was in the tight end room.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Schoon.
No, it was
the two young guys who you're trying to see if they're ready to play.
So the answer to that question is yes. I believe in him, and it wasn't like he just dropped the ball.
Right? No, they drop balls.
They drop balls. And those things, I just feel like they can correct that, because if you make those catches, those 2 catches that they missed, I think it makes a difference in the yards for Dak, his QBR, and everything else. I mean, especially in the shot.
Yeah,
because that's a touchdown.
Right in the bread basket.
I'm telling Dak over there, hey, get Schoon in there. Put the diamond, let me see him. Catch the ball.
Luna Wells going to do that anyway.
I saw Schoon yesterday. I was doing the camp, and I said, that's a big dude.
Hey, big,
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Michigan tight end.
He ready to play. He ready to play. Put him in, coach.
9.5 point favorite right now. It is
going
shooting up. The line is shooting up from 4.5 before Aaron Rodgers got hurt to 7.5. Hearing about the injury now, it is 9. And that's a lot of points, guys. Yeah. That's a lot. That's that right now. Just looking here at that is the largest spread in the National Football League right now that I'm looking at here.
Still probably good.
Actually, no. Buffalo is a 9.5 point favorite at home against the Raiders.
That's bad.
The Rams.
I can't bet, but if I could,
make sure you say that.
That would have been what I was looking at. All right,
if I could.
Nah. But that spread, you know how when the lottery gets to like $1 billion, and then everybody start going to get their ticket and just keep on going up. That's the spread right now for New York. Before we get to the game, it's gonna be 16.
Who knows?
That's wild, because this is still a team that has a defense. And look, I'm no offensive coordinator. It was really clear. You're going to run the ball. Zach Wilson is here. He's not a guy you're going to trust. Run the ball, shorten the game, get your defense out there to play, take in the fourth quarter and go where you go. 9.5 is a lot of points.
That's almost double digits in the National Football League.
NFL?
You don't hear that. You don't hear that too often.
Make sure people don't pick the Cowboys. Don't pick them. Don't pick. Because I promise you, come Friday, you're not gonna hear me talking about no.
I know.
Ain't gonna be that easy, though.
It's a wrap.
Shout out to them though.
Because even how good their defense is, the Jets defense, which is it's outstanding. How long can you be on that football field? Because if Wilson's going 3 and out, eventually that defense is going to wear down. I mean, we've seen it with the best of them. So I just can't see a way unless Wilson just turned into some Broadway Joe or something crazy like that. It's gonna be a done data.
I'd like to take y'all back to a few games and quarterbacks where we were like, we should manhandle these guys.
Was it the Texans?
The Texans.
Colts.
I mean, even a couple years ago, Sam Darnold came in here looking like Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Like we've been known to get in there and say, all right, these are teams that we should go out there and beat. And I know this year's different because we did the 40. Because we did 40. We won 40-0. But it's week by week. Okay. And last year they went out there and beat the heck out of Minnesota, and we thought it was on to the Super Bowl, baby. And, it didn't happen.
How many more games with this defense do you have to be confident in what they're doing? To say, all right, hey, we're going up against this offense like the Jets.
San Fran.
The schedule is going to determine that. And, San Fran, Philly, the New York Giants is not going to be one. The New York Jets without Aaron Rodgers is not going to be one.
Patriots ain't looking.
Patriots, those are not ones where you say, all right, they for real. You get out there, you manhandle a San Fran running game, you stifle this running game, then we know you can run the ball. We already know you can cover. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. You know what? Ain't no weakness out there. No weakness. And then, like Newey always says, got to stay healthy.
That's the biggest point.
That's the biggest one right there. You don't stay healthy, it changes your season.
Speaking of health, offensive line. Tyler Smith missed the game. We'll know later on today. Mike McCarthy's got a press conference at 3:30. Where is Tyler Smith? This is a good defense here. How do you handle that kind of situation? Without us not, we don't know yet what the head coach is telling us about the health of the player at left guard.
Man, it's it's a completely different tone from last week for me. Because I was we need everybody, all hands on deck. Man, them boys impressed me, because they went against a Giants defense and, they manhandled them. They held Thibodeau, no pressures at all. This is a guy all last year had at least one quarterback pressure.
Man.
Tyron Smith skunked them out. And then you talk about the inside guys. I was big on Williams and Dexter Lawrence. I was huge on them.
Yeah.
Those are the new Bama boys. No, man. They handle their business out there. So I just don't see, I don't think the risk outweighs the reward on this one. To bring him back, let's just say he's, 80%. Why not let him rest another week?
Right.
It's like we always talk about, 17 weeks is a long time. Why not rest him a little bit? I understand, we got the Jets defense and all that, but the Jets offense ain't moving the ball. Right. They not moving the ball. So if it's up to me, depending on where he's at, I say rest him.
Yeah, look, when I go back to the tape from last Sunday, Chuma Edoga showed me that he could play the guard position and play it well. I think we should have been panicking last week when we saw that Edoga was going to be in, because that was his first time ever playing guard in the NFL. He's logged time like 13 starts as a tackle in the league. So, look, I think position flexibility has been a word we've been using a lot. And I think, not Dan Quinn, the front office, Will McClay, all of those guys have made sure that they bring in guys that are multiple. And I think for Tyler Smith, his ability to not only play guard but also play tackle, because we got the time clock on right now for certain things, right?
I wasn't even gonna mention that. Okay, but okay, it was hectic this time. Look, okay,
it's true. Okay. We got the time clock. Okay. And so, with Tyler Smith, that's a big hamstring. That's a big hamstring, and you don't want to.
Not a T-bone.
Yeah, that's a big hamstring, and I don't want nothing. And especially the way we saw Tyron, pulling out, and that's the way that they use Tyler. So if we could save that hamstring, man, that's a big hamstring. Now, y'all know it too, bro. Hey, that's a big hamstring. That's a big man, bro. I paused myself.
When we come back, should the Cowboys, speaking of the offensive line,
that's crazy,
go bring back a man they once thought would be a long-term solution at the O-line? We'll do that next with Barry Church, Heckma Harrison, Danny McCray, Newey Scruggs. Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Hi, I'm Danny McCray, Dallas Cowboys alumni player here with Smoothie King. And Smoothie King wants to ask you, what's that sound? That's the sound of you and everyone else absolutely loving new smoothie bowls from Smoothie King. And woo, me too. These smoothie bowls start with acai and pitaya and are handcrafted with fresh toppings like sliced bananas, sweet berries, crunchy Purely Elizabeth granola, and a savory peanut butter drizzle. New smoothie bowls, only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. Hashtag be your own boss.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Check out the latest and greatest addition to tours at AT&T Stadium and at the Star in Frisco. Meet Jerry Jones, an interactive experience. Get a peek behind the curtain and into the fascinating life of Jerry Jones. With a focus on innovative fan experience in partnership with AT&T, the interactive technology gives tourgoers the opportunity to ask Mr. Jones a variety of questions. For more information and to book your tour, visit DallasCowboys.com/tours.
Mr. Jones out there talking to you.
Yeah, let him know.
I went in there seeing that thing, man. It's pretty cool.
Jerry.
It was dope.
Yeah. He answered the question. They kept asking, so what do you think about Danny McCray? He ain't answered that.
He ain't said that?
I don't even know who the hell that is. He said that pay cut? He's not still mad about that, is he?
Nah. Christine played the Survivor in the background. He's like, oh, yeah.
I know who he is.
Thank you, Heckma Harrison, for the Reed Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos. Here we got Barry Church, Heckma Harrison, Danny McCray. I'm Newey Scruggs. The
Cold world.
The Jets with a nice rushing performance last week against the Bills, 172 yards on the ground, fourth most in the league.
The boy Brees.
Yeah, he was cold with it.
They are going, and then by the way, though, it's interesting, in that game, Monday night game, the Bills held the ball for 33 minutes versus 27-50 for the Jets. So
I understand.
If you are Mike McCarthy, you want to run the ball, let your get a lead and let your defense go.
This is why the numbers. This is a little side. The numbers sometimes. This is why you got to watch the game and understand situational football and understand like what actually happened in the game. Yeah, how many yards? 172. How long was that long run by Brees?
About 80 something. It might be 90.
So what happens is, and this is not to go against yours. Is somebody says, man, they ran the ball well. They had all those yards. They must have controlled the clock. Well, I mean, 80 of it was
that one.
He had a big play.
Was on one run, but that happened across the league, though. I think McCaffrey had a 70-something yard run as well.
Eckler
too, and you look at it and you say, man, they ran the ball well. I don't consider breaking an 80-yard run and then for the rest of the game getting 70 and ended up with 150, you having a great rushing day as far as being able to, like, that being your game plan, controlling the clock, making sure you're picking up first downs, giving your quarterback short third and shorts versus, all right, he got 80 on that one. What do you do for the rest of the game? Because his average is going to be crazy. Brees Hall average was like 12 or 13.
It was stupid.
But he didn't run 13 yards to carry. So, a little different. And that's why you see, like, the time of possession is different. You're like, well, they ran the ball well on those guys. They did, but not that good.
Yeah, third downs, both teams struggled in that game. Buffalo 5-13, Jets 5-13 as well. Cowboys with the season opener at Jerry World here. What does it mean, season opener, you come in with one victory in the bag?
It means that you're rolling, all right? Because we haven't been
as
able
a player.
I'm saying we haven't been able. If I'm on this team, 3-4 years at this point, we hadn't been able to get that first win. All right, so one, knocking that out. Right, we're not cursed. We got a way that we figured it out. This is gonna be a whole new year for us. So you go into it with a little bit of momentum, especially beating the team 40-0. All right. Beating the team 40-0. Now you say you preparing for the week. Your coach is telling you, hey, man, A-Rod's coming. This is going to be a big game. Make sure you buckle up and get ready. Now A-Rod's not playing. Now they hungry for real because now guys are like, man, I'm finna go ahead and get these stats. So this is another opportunity for you to step up and say, the momentum, keep it rolling. This is how our season hopefully is going to continue for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and it also verifies a few things. When you get that first victory, it verifies all the offseason. What you did in OTAs, to putting all that work in, coach saying, hey, we got to take this one at a time, but we got some pieces. We can do some things out there. Then you going in a training camp, you going against each other, battling. You tired of hitting the same person each and every time. And then you go out there, your coach is saying, if we execute this game plan, we should dominate. And then you go out there and do that, you dominate that team. It just verifies all the work you put in throughout the entire offseason. And it also kind of makes you believe more in your coach and what he got going on. Like, this guy's going to put us in the right direction, in the right place to make positive plays out there. So it just verifies a few things, and then you just got to keep rolling. You got to take it one game at a time. I know it's a cliche, but it's real. We done seen 3-0 starts here, and then down the stretch, it didn't look that well. So they got to keep plugging along, but they got a heck of a team rolling right now.
Well, I mean, this is you got to feel good about it. But do you ask yourself, is 40-0? And we completely dominated these guys in all three phases of the game. Did we get a real look? Is there some part of it look, was Daniel Jones, the weather, and all of those things considered? You have to come out, and I think it goes back to what we were talking.
Most improved.
But
give me one more week. Just give me one more week, man. One more week.
But it goes back to I think a question that we had yesterday about: are you overconfident? Mm-hmm. Are you overconfident because you beat them 40-0? Then you bring in a Jets team, and that's why I asked questions like, well, when do you get to the point where you feel like, all right, man, it's deep. It is what it is. You know, this defense is dominating, and I think that's where you start to hang your hat. When you talk about the Jets and their running game and what they're going to bring in the AT&T Stadium, I just feel like, and just for you guys as safeties, if y'all looked at the All-22, Malik Hooker did some things in that game that I think really makes you confident in the defense. I mean, being that fail-safe, that last line of defense, and with all of the different fronts that Dan Quinn likes to play, you have to have a solid safety. And number 28 plays solid. And so, man, if 1-0 is good, but 2-0 is even better.
This is where you have to answer that question since you brought it up again. Okay, so we got 49ers.
Yeah.
You performing that's when you're like, okay, you start rolling. All right. Then you got your guys coming. Well, we going out there to the Chargers.
That's gonna be a
all
test.
right. You find a way to put up a great performance like that. Well, after that, you got the Eagles, right? So you going into a 4-game stretch because after that, you back to the Giants. So you got a 1, 2, that's 4 for you. When you say, all right, you come out of that.
What date specifically is that?
Was Danny Dimes after that? So it's November the 12th.
November 12th.
So after November the 5th, when we play at the Eagles. Okay. You should have a good idea of what this team is, especially if, hey, is this defense as great as we think it is? Right.
Yeah.
La'el Collins cut by the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's go around the table. There's some people that want him back.
Back what?
Back here. That's what they
Cowboys.
Say, here, back here.
So I go around the table.
Start on that side of the booth.
That's your man.
That's your brethren, ain't it?
What, bro? Listen, let me tell you something. And wait, I don't even think you were here then.
Go Tigers.
One thing y'all not gonna say about me is just because you went to LSU, you get a pass on everything, okay? Because what did I say?
Like that.
What did I say when they gave La'el his spot back when Terrence Steele was out there balling?
Man. He said it was wrong.
Every week I came on here and said, y'all gonna. I'm telling you, gonna pay for that. Mm-hmm. What happened the next year? Got him on up out of here. He gets to another squad, same thing. He done got released. All right, we don't want him back here. Shout out to him. He made his money. He played. He had a career in the league. Yeah. Somebody's gonna pick him up. We got Terrence Steele. We just paid.
Yeah.
Our left tackle. We're gonna figure it out after this year moving forward. Right. We don't need La'el this year, but we got some young talent there. We got some young talent. We had a young left guard that played this game. Where you say, I don't know. The future may be looking bright. You could bump Tyler back out to left tackle in the future, and you might have you a left guard there. So no.
No for you.
That's an absolute no.
Go Tigers.
That's cold. That's cold work. I mean, but that's your truth. I mean, and I appreciate that, man. I think it's a head scratcher, man, when I think about La'el because he was such a steal to the Cowboys when he got him. Guy with a first-round grade came in, he balled out his rookie season. I mean, you saw like everybody was talking Larry Allen-esque kind of, the way that he was blocking, and then it just seemed like the roller coaster started. I was confused when they started the whole Terrence Steele, La'el Collins thing because I didn't know Terrence Steele, and undrafted. Okay, I didn't see the makeup, but obviously they saw something in Terrence Steele that made them move away from La'el Collins, which was difficult for me as a fan watching it because I thought that La'el Collins was a better offensive lineman. Nah, Terrence Steele took that position, owned that position, and now you see him with another contract, and we're going to talk about him getting his money before his time, and they need to be taking care of the bazooka. But anyway, I'm just saying if he's out there, if his mind is changed, I don't know what's up with him mentally, but don't act like we don't need help on the offensive line. All right, Josh Ball is once it's Chuma Edoga, we don't have a lot.
What are you saying?
Big Nate Newton.
He asked you a question. I would like to hear you answer it. What was the question, Nui?
Do you bring him back?
I need to know an answer because right now you was here, there, every year. You was where we at? Do you bring La'el back or not?
Yes or no?
Which one is? Don't be on the fence, dog.
As a body, yes.
Okay.
As a body, yes. I need bodies.
It is.
Okay.
I need bodies. I got Josh Ball.
Okay. I ain't mad at it.
I'm going to side with, Big Nate Newton on this one. He just texted me. He must be listening to the show.
What Nate say?
He said, no.
No. Nate. Come on, Nate. What's going on with you?
No.
That Pixie does got him.
It ain't got me, dog.
We got some young talent here that we can develop a little. We seen the guard that I thought it was going to be a big week. I admit, I thought he was going, they're going to go through him like a hot knife through butter. But they didn't. They didn't. He was able to hold up. So... Hey, I say we go with the young talent on this one.
It's a week-to-week thing right there.
It's a week. Hey, 1 week at a time.
So he said he won't Leal back. No.
He's with him.
The Bengals cut him. This is we know from our Burrow watching day, this is an outfit that has a problem at the offensive line position. And you saw Xavier Ciafilo, who was a non-starter here, leave the Cowboys, become a starter up there. And they cut him?
But let's not act like the Bengals have been so smart about offensive linemen. They paid him all that money, and he's the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. So it's not like they've been making great decisions at the offensive line for the last 3 years either.
So you want us to make a bad decision because they made one?
Look, that's not what I'm saying.
They made a bad one.
And I'm not saying bring him back here to start. That is not what I'm saying. I am not bring him back here as a starter. I'm saying bring him back here as your 7th offensive lineman.
Yeah, listen, I feel you. Is he healthy?
That's another one.
That is.
He missed the whole year when he was
He was on PUP to start the season.
Yeah.
He had an ACL injury. Came with ACL in December.
Another issue there.
Before he left here, him and Tyron was chilling on the sideline at the same time, wasn't he?
He had the
he
hip.
didn't get to play that year.
He had the hip.
The whole year.
His hip was jacked up.
And then he went up there and hurt too? Listen, I give Tyron a hard time, but I know this. When Tyron is healthy, and he's trying to be healthy, real deal. Okay?
With a team like the Bengals cut you and they have offensive line issues, it says something.
Yeah, that's huge.
It says something. Let's get our second break in here. A tweet that came out this morning. It was so basic, but I just want to get around the table and get your thoughts on it. And it's about trading Cooper Rush.
Wow.
Barry Church, Heckma Harris, Danny McCray, Newey Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. #Be your own boss.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Do you eat, sleep, and breathe Dallas Cowboy football? Tell us how you spice up the game for a chance to be named the 2023 Cowboy Fan of the Year presented by Captain Morgan and win exclusive prizes plus a trip to Super Bowl 58. Nominate yourself or another today at DallasCowboys.com/Fan of the Year.
Thank you, Heckma Harrison. This is the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos. We have Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, Barry Church. I'm Dewey Scruggs. Josina Anderson, veteran NFL reporter, tweeted out, I do think Cooper Rush should get consideration in a trade scenario since the Cowboys have Trey Lance. The reason I put Gardner Minshew previously is because of the other intangible considerations I have. Though I think the 0-1 Colts should sniff at this if their record goes down. Jerry Jones already on the record yesterday on 105.3 The Fan during his radio show saying that he's not going to get rid of Cooper Rush because they may need him, and Dak has missed games in the past. So when you see this type of tweet, and I always say it's from national folks who don't ever really spin a deep dive around the team, throwing stuff out there, would you trade Cooper Rush, Heckma Harrison?
Heck no. No. We saw how valuable Cooper was for those 5 games. You know, and we gave him an opportunity to get out there and test the market. And nobody signed him and he's back, so no, don't start that now. Don't try to poach him from us now. No, we need a quality backup, and we have one. So I'm confident with that. And, I mean, you trade him away for now Trey Lance to be yours? I don't think.
That's the narrative they want to start right there. Why would we? The dude came in, proved that even in preseason, he still played well. And we got a conversation about trading him. And that's only here because Trey Lance is here. Because if Will Greer was still the backup quarterback, I don't think you still had that option out there. Of course, you trade Cooper Rush, and then what? Then the narrative of, okay, now Trey Lance is pushing Dak Prescott just he don't play well. Then that's a bigger thing. No, you don't trade the guy. Dak has been hurt. He has played well. Like Heck said, he tested the market. He came back to D-Town. Let him stay here and do his thing. Because one thing we know, okay, injuries, they do happen to 4.
They do happen. No, they can't trade Cooper Rush. There ain't no way. The man went 4-1 last year. And he looked well. He looked well when he played out there. And we all understand injuries do happen out there. And then, like you said, if we do trade him away, then Lance becomes the backup. I mean, we don't know what Lance is. I mean, this is a guy that couldn't even get the backup job in San Francisco. He couldn't beat out Sam Darnold. We all seen what Sam Darnold is on tape. I don't care who's it go. We all seen what he puts out there. So, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. And it warrants unnecessary drama. So, hey, no way. I mean, there's no way they would trade Cooper Rush.
Look at the Jets. They wish they had them a Cooper Rush, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They thought
Mike White or something.
Hey, somebody.
I mean, they drafted this kid number 2 overall. So at some point, remember, they had Sam Darnold, who they gave up multiple second-round draft picks from the Colts to go get. They say, we're done with you. They bring in Zach Wilson.
They said we done with you.
Right, done with you.
Sold the house to
We're not done with you. So
they didn't even make it out the stove.
Yeah. Come on now.
You said you didn't want that, huh? No. I got the last one.
And I'm not trying to beat up Josina as much as I talk about the whole national media narrative where people want to make these great accusations about the Cowboys, and her to say that, they have Trey Lance. Trey Lance just got here.
He don't know the offense.
I keep going back to what Will Greer said. It took him a whole year when he got here, the same kind of time Trey Lance did, right before the end of the season, to learn this offense. That this is not just some, hey, man, what's these 5 plays? It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. So to say that, Trey Lance, go ahead, make him the number 2, ship off Cooper Rush for what?
Yeah, that's another thing.
2, 3, what are you getting? And if you're the Jets, are you really trying to give up a 2 or 3 for Cooper Rush and to not know exactly where your season can go? I'm not sure about that. And I also don't know what does, for Hackett, does he want a Cooper Rush? What do they want to do?
That's what I love about you, dog. You're a conspiracy theorist, dog. And you can see it. You can see that they're trying to sell the conspiracy, trade Cooper Rush because they want to start this theory on what Trey Lance is going to do. But ever since Aaron Rodgers went down, the speculation that Monday morning, Tuesday morning, where'd you see Tom Brady shooting jumpers?
Still athletic.
I'm still athletic. You're hearing all these rumors about what's my man that I can't even think his name right now. San Francisco, my man Colin Kaepernick is coming out of retirement. Everybody wants to is looking at no, but don't even touch it. But I'm just saying. Everybody looks at Zach Wilson and they saw what his shortcomings were last year. That's why nobody believes him. The Jets didn't believe in him. How hard was it for Robert Saleh to go back up there to that microphone and say, "We believe in Zach Wilson"? You lying. You just sold everything to get Aaron Rodgers. Ain't no way you predicted that even Zach Wilson didn't have any plans on playing this year.
Bro, let me tell you something. Did you see Saleh's face
when it happened? It sold up his body.
Did he let him
blink? He was like this here.
He was out of there.
That's the bubble guts.
His heart dropped.
It hurt.
You bet the house on him.
Not like these. That's what he said. Not like these. Not like these.
I got to go back to my family and tell them.
Dog, you just got a crib in Jersey, man. I ain't trying to sell that, man.
And if you as defensive players, you see Aaron go down, you like, oh, no, why? No, we can't, because the defense was more excited about Aaron Rodgers than anybody. Because it's like, look, we know what we can do. All we need you to do is not turn the ball over and make bonehead plays. Man, they got their man back.
That's how he was in 2015. When Tone went down, we just, man, it was just everybody just same solid look. Just
I went from Jay Cutler. And Jay Cutler was out there hurt too. All that 5 and 15. Came back here. I'm like, yeah, because y'all came down there and spanked us, spanked the Bears.
Yeah,
came back here. I said, yeah, we right. Romo here, Dez here, we all right. And sure enough, Romo go down in the Eagles game.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it just...
Yeah, was Whedon.
It was Whedon.
Castle.
Bro.
My man Castle.
Ellen Moore.
Hey, Matt Castle, bro.
He was for USC. Matt Castle for USC. He was like that at college.
Sports, Matt Castle.
I'm just telling you. I don't know. As a person, I don't know.
But as a player.
But the experience we had here, so I know when you say, man, even the special teams was like, hey, we finna get a whole bunch of reps out here at punt.
Oh, yeah, about to be right.
Probably kickoff return too.
Punt ready. Oh, man. We just sat out.
You ain't got that. You can't put your helmet down. If you on defense and punt, you like, hey, coach, we gotta reevaluate what I'm doing out here because I'm getting too many reps. That's how they feel out there in New York.
They can't say it though. They can't say it, but you know that's how they feel.
Well, they won the game, so right now they still riding on that. Okay, maybe we can make this work.
We got a chance. That's how we felt when we came in. We won the game versus Philly. We got a chance. And then next week,
he turned back into himself.
Oh, it's gonna take a couple weeks. That's right. Take a couple weeks. Is right. You know, they come in. He came in. They didn't really plan for him. Now the whole week, Dan Quinn them. They know exactly what they planning.
You said the name. Dan Quinn over there watching the tape. Like, oh, Michael, we gonna put you right here,
man. With a bowl of cereal.
Put you right here. We finna eat.
Will you look at this? Come here. He call him in there one by one. Hey, Curse, come here.
So,
hey, Gilmore, come here.
Like a lion and a bowl of milk.
It's a wrap, man.
Let me ask you this one question before we go. Did y'all see the crawl from Michael Parsons? What was that?
It was too fast.
What? Who crawls like that?
He wanted to be his own thing. It was too fast. It was like he was worried about doing it, and he was like, "I'm gonna just go ahead and do it." But it was like too fast. It wasn't enough.
In his mind, it was gonna look different in his mind.
Because D-Ware used to come out with the
gorilla pound.
So he trying to come out with his own signature thing.
The lion. He trying to be.
You almost missed it. I ain't seen no lion crawl that fast.
There wasn't no lion crawl.
Like a hyena.
That really looked like. That was crazy.
Now you're talking about the bazooka.
Never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see the day.
That was different.
That be rooting for the Eagles soon.
Hey, apologize, dog. Come on now.
Boy had that crawl, though.
Now you own what?
He thought, hey, I'm going to kill him with this one.
What you doing, man?
With this crawl, right?
He has a podcast, by the way.
The Edge, right?
Micah. I was listening to it today. So gave his
the face you making right now, I'm not sure how to read that.
His thoughts on Daniel Jones. He said that he thinks that Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. Said top 15 quarterback. He said some guys develop later on.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Say the same thing y'all said. Say the bazooka over there. He got me. He said
so you can crawl at me like that? I don't want the problem.
Hey, Michael, what you doing, man?
I don't want no problem. I'm a whole man out here. Why you down there like that?
You don't want no pasta.
What you doing? Hey, somebody get this man, dog.
He tripping. That dog got a leash. He ain't got no leash.
I'm out of here. Man.
Shout out to him, man. He go. Listen, let me tell you something. If we talking about that move right now, I'm telling you. Remember Ryan? But Ryan would have had.
He go. You know they killing him in the locker room right now. What was this?
Giving them pointers. Hey man, just
Jared Garrett like this. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it, man. Go back to the lab, man.
It was so fast. You like, man, he just too fast. Too strong, too fast.
Something weird about it.
We're going to see if he do it again this week.
Oh, man.
Because he at home this week. He got to slow it down, though. D-Well got to call him. Hey, man, you got to make sure that it's exaggerated so you can get a crowd enough time to cheer.
I'm trying to think
they couldn't even cheer.
Who had some good celebrations?
Uncle Ray.
Ray's was
Uncle
good.
Ray got the most classic celebration.
D-Ware's was good.
Yeah. What was Sean Merriman?
Oh, yeah. The shocker.
Lights out.
Jay Ratliff had a good one. Didn't he have like the tummy rub or something like that?
Somebody was crawling. Not like that. They was crawling. They was like
that's a mutant. That's a mutant crawl.
The orc. Byron had the.
Oh yeah. They put him in there. Yeah, I think that was it though.
He gonna figure it out.
He gotta figure his celebration.
We make so many plays. He got enough time to figure it out.
That ain't right. That ain't it.
We have Mike McCarthy coming your way at 3:30. It's an afternoon practice for the Cowboys here on a Wednesday.
Thought he was injured or something.
Players locker room open at 4:45. Thank you, Barry Church. Gracias, Heckma
Starberries on his knees.
Thank you, Danny McCray. Everybody's a part of this show today. I'm with Scruggs.
Fourth down, man.
Brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?